Good morning and welcome to Gulfstream today on we can officially say this now, beautiful day here in Hollandale Beach. Brian Nadeau, Samantha Perry with you as we wrap up a big weekend here at Gulfstream Park as well. It's Summit of Speed weekend. We've got the Bob Umphrey today, good overnight handicap as well. Let's just talk about it real quickly and we can get to it in the lightning round too. Dean delivers in the grade 3 smile was awesome yesterday.
Yeah, he delivered.
Yeah, there you go. You can't put that in the program, but he certainly did deliver. And I'm going to tell you what, he ran a horse that I thought was going to be loose on the lead, Toto Fino, completely off his feet. I mean, he went 21 and change. That was an awesome effort.
Yeah, it was. And the thing about that horse was, it was funny talking to Mike Gates after the race. He's been training the horse to get off the bit and not go to the lead. And what did he have to do yesterday? But that's good. He's multidimensional now.
Yeah, well said. I think he almost half stumbled at the start. I don't know if he got maybe aggressive because of it, but wow, that was it
was a good effort.
Powerhouse effort to be sure, and good to see him get a grade 3 win as well. But front and center here today, they bet a lot of money in the Rainbow Six yesterday, so that's going to kick off in race 4. There's no guarantee, but I think they bet 85 yesterday as we started anew. So I would think this pool is going to be close to $100,000 today. That will kick off in race number 4 on a 9-race card. It's a good card, too. We're going to go early, pick 5 in the opener. There was the scratch bug hit here. 1, 2, and 4 is out of this $25,000 maiden claimer on the Tapeta. A reworked, you know what, it's not a huge rework, actually, because 2 of the horses that scratched I did have, but none of them were close to the top of my list. So we just kind of leave it at B in the opener. In race number 2, the number 2, Shady World on top. In race number 3, the 6, Awesome Anne Marie, is going to be very, very tough on a stiff class drop that she's probably been waiting for. In race number 4, He's in Charge. That is the 4. And in race number 5, we go 21 in there. Lucanassa and Elusive Empire. We've got a replay of that race as well. I should mention, too, we won't be with you tomorrow, so a happy holiday weekend to everybody. You're rocking it.
Yeah, 4th of July, baby.
Okay, you got stars
Hot dogs
working.
later, I heard you're buying. And
there's no hot dogs today.
Yeah, but
I mean, I still might have about 3 of them,
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know about that buying part. We'll see. The opener here, as I mentioned, 1, 2, and 4 are unfortunately out of it. We're sprinting 5.5 on the Tapeta. Did you have to do any reworking here? Like I said, I did. I had the 1 in 3rd and the 4 in 5th, so not a big deal for me.
No, my top 2 selections, they stayed the same. I think
Well,
it could change the shape of the race a bit, but
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. So you're going to come with starting on a high note for Safi on a drop, a little bit of a layoff as well.
Yeah, and that's kind of concerning, but that was a pretty solid race. I think he was coming out of that. At Nico was tap right, but it was pretty nice. And Mapper was okay as well. For Terry Pompey, Edgar Zayas is back. They did a good job, him and Safi in Canada yesterday. A couple slices.
Up north,
but with some horses here, and excited to have him back safely. So, even with the scratches now, this horse is on the rail, doesn't need the lead by any means, but working consistently enough to coming back for this, I think it's okay.
Yeah, that was Shady Lady went up there and ran 2nd in a grade 3.
Honor to Lady.
Honor to Lady, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
2nd, that was awesome.
Awesome First, there you go, look at that. Awesome First is in here as well. We got a replay of this one on debut and broke from way, way out there and just basically never from the 11, he's the 11 horse and never ever got able to tuck in, and he's wider and widest. I thought all things considered, this was a pretty good effort. He's beaten just a half length in here. He does rise in class, certainly catching an MSW dropper in the 3, starting on a high note. But I thought this was a good effort, Samantha, and he was a huge number that day, and that probably means he's going to be a decent little price here today as well.
Yeah, and it's good to see that the Midnight Chaos, the 2, came back to win.
Good point.
And that horse didn't get bet at all. I mean, both of these didn't get bet at all, but maybe you're in the same boat as me. I kind of don't feel like that matters with these first-time starters on the Tapeta because we all are kind of in the same boat of we don't really know what to do.
It's a guessing game, no doubt about it. Starting on high note was going to be a strong favorite the whole way, and now is going to be a really, really strong favorite. The 2-year-olds are in the spotlight in race number 2. We're going 5 furlongs on the main track. Main track listed as fast, so maiden special weight here. We do scratch out the 3, Simpson, and it's the early pick 4, and Samantha's got a ticket.
I do, and as always, we can take a look at these, maybe narrow it down some. Now, race 3, the 2 for me, Solid Tune on the class drop, and first off, the claim. Race number 4, 6 for me, High Press, also Sandino Hernandez. I need him for a double here. And in race 5, the end of the sequence, the 6 for me, and that is Captain Anthony, coming out of a lot of those. But I really do like Keanu as well, and not just the actor.
Okay. Yeah, you're a big fan, right?
Yep, I am.
Mentioned that, that's for sure. We'll show you that replay, too, because 3 of them come out of that race. Tricky little race here. I didn't really necessarily see a lot on paper that says, this horse is a runner or what. Full Nelson is the Peachtree homebred for Safi. Now, this is an outside draw. I know you're not a huge fan of that.
No, and it's kind of a bummer that this is the way the horse drew out now. Sometimes they just class up, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's still a tough post. Now, he does draw into the 5. I don't honestly see any killers in here, Brian.
No. 7-5 on the morning line, which is bold, but I think it's correct, and I think that's also kind of speaks of maybe not only this horse could be okay. I don't know about what else is in here. I took a shot with Shady World, Carlos David. They paid $40 for a World of Trouble, so it's a freshman sire, right? Who's I think a Grade 1 winner on both turf and dirt. Didn't beat many horses that day in the Bullet, but it was a pretty snappy drill up there at Palm Meadows. Yeah,
it was, and that's good to see as well. And you know that he's going to have him fit coming into the races, which that is half the battle with these 2-year-olds. We'll see how he shapes up. This could really. This is going to be definitely a race to look at them in the paddock, look them down.
Yeah, Papite for Antonio, and not this time that I'm going to say only paid 30 for, because when you're standing for $135, that's a little worrisome.
It is, and that was as a yearling. Still, just that's not the best sign. And there are no works on this horse, so I'm going in blind. We'll see.
She'll give him a look out there, and let that be our guide. Race number 3, 7 furlongs, tricky 7 furlongs on the main track. 3-year-old fillies are 4 and up, which have never won 3 races. Attack 12-5 down to 10, and you're trying to get the hat trick on this stat from Sandino Hernandez. You were all amped up to show this one.
I was, yes. So
you're all proud of yourself. You dug this one out.
I am, yeah. way down at the bottom of the barrel. Now, Sandino Hernandez, I know we keep talking that he does great work, and the statistics aren't showing that yet, but just wait a little bit. Be patient with this barn. Now, first off the claim, in a 50% tag drop at Gulfstream just the past year, 2 for 2. 650 ROI. How about that?
And how about Miguel riding, too, because he's 3 for 8 riding for this barn. So what that says to me, because this is a barn that does send out plenty of horses, when he reaches for one of our top jockeys, maybe you take note a little bit more.
Yeah, you have to. And he went to Kentucky to claim this horse, okay? So then you're in claiming jail for a little bit, so don't pay too much attention to the fact that he's had a little bit of time off. But he breezed really nicely out of the gate last time, and that's a tune-up that says, hey, we're rolling here today. 7 furlongs, 1 start at this distance. I don't think it's a problem at all. I like this horse has some back class here. It's just a matter of, will it transfer over?
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at that main track race 3 back, and I don't know anybody's getting to that one.
Exactly.
If she can get to it, that's the thing. Awesome Anne-Marie, almost a default pick for me. I don't love her in this spot. I wouldn't want to bet her at a short number. The losses are adding up, but this is her group today.
Yeah, it definitely is. And she's tried really hard.
She has tried. That's a good point.
Yep. And the Sophia Storm, was that 2 wins in a row, 3 wins in a row? Rachel's Rock. Yeah. There's just some horses that they would be 1 to 9 in this spot, and those are both of them that she faced. But she was bet last time, which I was a bit confused about. But a nice drop in class here, and drawn well, at least.
Yeah, and I think you bring up a really good point, because, sometimes we see these droppers, and we've even seen it a few times this week, where you think this is going to be they're going to be within their friends today, but they haven't done any running of late.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
And you don't know what you're getting.
Yep.
She's run, and
She is.
Herm Malinsky almost popped off the claim yesterday with a horse that we thought could be a little clever.
Yeah.
Ran very, very well down on the inside on the cutback. So, I think she's a big player in here. We go kind of differing ways. What do you do with La Chica Lateral here on a switch? And I don't know, she's struggling to put starts together.
Yeah, but I think she might get loose in here.
Okay, she is a speed. I'll say that. Yeah.
I feel like the 8, this is one that, what do we do with this horse?
Del Rey Dolly
Yeah.
didn't run literally one single inch last time, but she won 2 back, and there's another one now. She's dropping. We haven't seen her since August. Lionel gets aboard. That's pretty good.
Yep, it's interesting. Food for thought.
Take note of, we always say take note of who he rides. And we lose the 4 and the 5 out of here, too, so your prices are going to get nicked a little bit as well. 3 down, 6 to go on this card. And when we come back, it's Rainbow 6 time. Stay tuned. Big pool going to be out there today.
And they're off.
My Racehorse has opened up a door for people that felt like that door would have never been opened for them.
We can all be owners and we can all get that excitement.
You can meet your horse through the different experiences and all of the events that My Racehorse puts together. You get that hands-on connection.
Whether you have $50 or $500, everyone that joins My Racehorse gets that experience of a lifetime.
I love My Racehorse. Let's go.
Welcome back to Gulfstream today, and a happy holiday weekend here with you, Brian and Samantha. 3 down and 6 to go. I want to backtrack real quickly. We're going to talk about it in the lightning round as well. But race 2, Edgar Prado, Hall of Fame jockey that we know so well here in South Florida. We're going to have a kind of a retirement celebratory in the winner's circle. He's, as far as I know, he's going to be here today. It'll be great to see him.
Yep.
So I just want to remind everyone in race number 2 today, and you'll see it on the TV and all that good stuff. Race number 4, though, Rainbow 6 time, and as I said, they bet 85,000 yesterday.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a big pool, no guarantee, but I would think we're going to have a 6-figure pool today.
Yes.
With the carryover already up to about $20,000. We'll take a look at my ticket here. This was kind of sort of reworked. We got a late scratch in race 9 that we'll give you as well. I'm 3 deep here in race number 4. In race number 5, we go 3 deep with looking at you on top for me. I'm not going to play your guy Keanu today.
Okay.
Cajun Magic's my best bet of the day in race number 6. In race number 7, Flag Woman, Jose D'Angelo had 2. We're only going to run 1. I had him running 1 too, but I had Nicky Khan on top. Wara, love Wara today for Ronaldo Richards. And then 4 deep in race 9. Unfortunately, I lost my long shot. That was the late scratch. And, of course, our buddy upstairs, Pete, will take you through it all. But Almanzo, the 2, is out. 15-1 on the morning line. Out. Back in race number 4 now. 6 furlongs on a fast main track. And Samantha and I are very excited to tell you that because yesterday we were underwater here, and seemingly every day. So I don't know, maybe we're going to jinx it, but the only 10%
You
chance
just
is
did.
I think I just
You
did.
did. Yep, good job.
3 and up here, 62.50 is our tag. A little bookkeeping here. The 3 is out. Blakenstein is out. And Kennedy Baranegate is going to ride the 1 at a 117. Take note of that. Gabriel Maldonado off his mounts again today. So we've just got the exacta reversed here, but we can show you High Press, who was in last time. And this was, it didn't go too well for High Press.
No, it didn't.
You're going to see it here.
Yep, he just broke a little bit quicker than he could on the ground.
Oof.
Whoop.
Yeah.
And you're going 5.5 furlongs.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, but to his credit, and I think this is the important thing, he ran, though.
He
And,
did.
I mean, he's trying here. He's going to flatten out just a little bit late. But I think that's predictable. And you could talk about this certainly a lot better than I can, but having ridden horses before, when you go to your knees like that, it's got to completely take you out of your game.
Yeah, it does. And it's just so tough to recover, especially
Yeah.
with a a short race like this,
Right.
you don't have any time for it at all. Now, the good thing is maybe this is a good thing. I'm just speculating here. Now, that was on the Tapeta. He's on the main track today.
Yep.
That we can hope for being at the time of this at 2:24 Eastern.
Yeah.
That it's going to be a fast main track, and maybe he just grabs a hold of it a bit better. He's 0 for 5 on the dirt, but I think he's a better horse than when he tried it last.
I think that's a very, very good point because you look at the races since Andino Hernandez claimed him, and he's been in pretty good form. His figures are as good or better than they've been, so I think that's a valid point.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you anything you don't know with the 4 he's in charge. Will be a short number in here for Jose D'Angelo, and I think it's noteworthy that he's got the 10-pound apprentice aboard here, and he is the one that got his first career win. So Eduardo Pinto is going to ride the 4, and, Jose put him on a winner. I think that's significant.
It is, but here's the thing.
Oh, there's a lot of butts with this
There
horse.
is,
I get that.
big butts. Claimed him 2 starts back for $20K. That's a big price here.
Yeah.
He was in good form, though.
Yeah.
Then brings him back, no drop, but was in for a tag due to the conditions of the race. Voided claim, and now we've got the layoff too, and now, boom, bottom of the barrel.
62.50. Yeah.
Not to say that this isn't a horse he could just run off the screen,
Absolutely.
but just suspicious.
It is, and it's going. He's going to be a short number as well. Now we've said this 50 times with Jose. He wins at a high percentage because maybe at the end of the day, this is just where this horse is supposed to be.
Exactly.
And Jose plays a good game of poker, so if I'm 6-5 in here, you can claim me if you want, but I'm going to pick up a W, and I'm going to pick up the purse, and I'm going to pick up
move on down the road.
62.50, and I'm going to move down the road. So I think there's positives and negatives to horses like this. Do you want to take a short price in the win pool? No, but I'm not letting this horse beat me.
I just noticed something. Sorry, really quickly. This horse was voided back in June of last year as well.
Double.
Yeah, and then dropped in for $25,000. Kelly took him.
Yeah.
Or
he's been
me,
a popular one too.
Which is interesting. So there's just some food for thought there.
Yeah, you see, we got 10 running lines on his page. He's been claimed 4 times, so they do like this
voided
horse.
2 of those.
Voided 2 of them. Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah, getting a lot of weight as well with the apprentice, who like we said, put him on a W the other day, and maybe this horse is ready to roll today. And here's number 2. Late pick 5 time in race number 5. This is a good sequence today, of course, highlighted by the Bob Humphreys. Samantha's got the ticket. Let's take a look at it here.
Yeah, and I had to find a single. Yeah. It was a tough one to find. I'm not 1,000% confident in it. We'll get to this race in just a second because we've got a really good replay to show you. Race 6. I have no idea what to do in this spot here. I'm going with Candied Tycoon on top here. I'll have to look at your program to see what price that horse is. In the handicap for Bill Kaplan, remembering him. And race number 7. This is my single 4, Free to Roam. Might be low-hanging fruit, second off the layoff for Ralph Nix. Race 8, the Bob Humphrey. This is a good one. I love Hope in him. I love Wara. And I really like No Name Dude. So we'll see. And in race number 9, the 3 for me on top, Uno Tiger.
Could have gone
way deeper in the 9th.
I agree totally. I was 5 deep, lost a long shot in there. We'll remind you of that. So let's get back to it here. Well, let's just start it, guys, with the replay. Yeah. We got Captain Anthony. We'll go Elusive Empire, Keanu, Captain Anthony. There's your order. Captain Anthony's out wide. Keanu's on the lead in here, and he couldn't quite see it out, and Elusive Empire is going to win this game. But I think it's, to me at least, it was Captain Anthony that might have had the little bit.
And he just, clipped heels there with the 5. So fast forward, he's still running.
Yes.
Elusive Empire's in front. He had no idea what happened, but I think that even with that clip like that, he still tried really hard.
He did. He did, and I don't really think I liked this race.
Okay,
not
fair.
by
That's
him.
fair.
Just in general, the group in general. I mean, certainly these 3 horses, and I didn't like how Keanu gave it up. Quite frankly, I mean, he's supposed to run a little bit better. I think the Shadwell horse, lost an impossible photo. That horse didn't have a lot of form. So
no.
Elusive Empire. Here's the other thing with Elusive Empire. I've got him in second. You've got him in third, so you might agree with me. His margin for error is like this. I mean, to his credit, he's gutted out 2 wins. Okay.
Yes.
He was fortunate enough last time. He has a little bit of a nose for the line, but the party might come to an end today. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm worried about that. I mean, you see me.
Yeah.
I've got him further down than you do. So yeah.
So that's kind of what I was thinking. And then so what I did was I said, I don't necessarily love that race. So I go with the 2, Looking Asa. I'm going to just probably say it different every single time. This horse got to the Tapeta last time and ran pretty darn well. And who won that race was Volcanic, who looks like a new horse. He was so game coming back to win.
Yeah. So I just looked this up as you were talking about it. The Volcanic race, we had 2 horses come back out of that race.
Right.
So Kinnison ran 4th yesterday.
Yeah, he was okay.
At even money.
Yeah,
that was my
he's
single.
disappointed
Yeah,
us,
that was.
2 in a
Hello
row now.
Sucker was back in and ran 6th. Wasn't bet though. So just we're seeing if this Volcanic race is really as formful as it may have seemed with Volcanic winning like he did and then coming back to win again. So another horse to look at today.
Yeah.
And just kind of see how that goes.
79 buyer, for Volcanic. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty solid number. That'll win this race, by the way.
Definitely.
That doesn't mean Looking Asa is going to get to that, but maybe a little food for thought in there. And then the gang is kind of all here underneath.
Got
It's
everybody.
it's just a matter of where you want to put them. Race number 6 is the late pick 4, and we don't need to look at my ticket because it's tight and it's the same as a Rainbow. And we're going to remember Bill Kaplan here, who we sadly lost a few months back, but of course, Train Musical Romance. We'll show you a little bit in the lightning round. A champion sprinter in 2011. But this is a good race, and we've got another replay to show you of Cajun's Magic. Okay, Noble Drama running on late like he always does, and Candy Tycoon. I loved Candy Tycoon. I no way today. Absolutely not.
I didn't like him at all, and now I've got him on top. So the roles are reversed here. He did some dirty work at the end, and will never be bet to 7-5 again, maybe. But Cajun's Magic ran really well.
Well, the L went on last time, and he looked like a night and day new horse with Lasix. I remember you saying an older horse adding Lasix.
Yep.
Here's Noble Drama, and man, Dave Fox, we just love this horse. And Dave's done such a good job with him. I don't see how he gets up today, Samantha. This is a short stretch mile in the 16th. I mean, don't forget that. You know that. I mean, it's just not good for him. And to his credit, man, he runs so hard. And Dave, again, has done such a great job with him. But this is Cajun's Magic is my best bet of the day.
Okay.
I'm hoping he gets loose. I understand that he could face some pace pressure from I don't know what the heck to make with ticking anymore.
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's not on your
all I
ticket,
know
no.
is I don't want him.
No, that is 100% sure.
Yeah.
The question is, does he have any speed left? I don't know.
Maybe.
He could barely make the front walking last time.
Yep.
That's why I like Cajun's Magic, but you're going to come back to Candy Tycoon. Or you're going to come to Candy Tycoon.
The only horse in this field with multiple wins at this distance.
Okay.
There's only one other horse in this field that has a win on a mile and a 16th. That's the 4 Laughing Boy.
Yeah.
So all these other horses, they're 7 furlong, 1-turn mile
Well,
horses.
I don't disagree with
so
that.
I just am maybe hoping, it's a big hope on this, but 4 wins at this distance. I spread in the race, so if that gives you an idea of my opinion on it. It's not like I'm running to the windows to bet it all on Candy Tycoon, but you can't play a ticket with leaving this horse out. Maybe you can. It's fine.
I can and I will.
Okay, go for it.
I have such a
That's
bad
okay, yeah.
after last race when I needed him and liked him and thought he's got to run much better than that. But that's a good race, and I'm glad it is a good race to honor one of the good guys here in South Florida. Race number 7, 5 furlongs on the Tapeta. It's an optional claimer for the state breds here. Fillies and mares 3 and up. Jose D'Angelo had 2. We're going to run 1. Nikki Khan is out.
Yep.
But you're going to go to Free to Roam, and it sounded like you had a pretty strong opinion.
Yeah, I think that this horse, second off the layoff, is going to be sharp here today. Ralph Nix does a great job.
Sure.
Lionel Reyes is here. Again, I like the race he's coming out of. Yeah, she's 3 years old, and she's facing some older ones, but I'm not really too worried about the older horses in this race because Gitana is 6 years old, and we've kind of seen everything that she can do at this point, and now it's just a 6-horse field.
Yeah, take note, the Angel Morales is going to ride the 5, and he'll have the 5-pound allowance because he just ticked over to that. So it's going to be in at 117. Jose leaves Flagwoman in. He takes Nikki Khan out. I had it 1-2, and now that we've got Flagwoman left, I kind of think she's in a good spot. Boy, did she freak last time. It was on the dirt, but here's Jose again. Anything he does is with a purpose, and the fact that he leaves her in.
And scratches the other. It's a big deal. I've got a stat, too, just with Jose D'Angelo switching from the dirt to turf. Pardon me, dirt to Tapeta. I don't know where my mind is. 23%, 49% in the money. So that's pretty solid. I mean, it's not horrible by any means. I think this horse needs the lead.
Yeah, and I think she's going to get it though.
She can get it, but can she hold it?
Well, that's fair. I mean, we're going a tight distance here on the Tapeta, so we'll see. But I think you'll know. I think they'll know she's in there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Good one in the 8th, the Bob Humphrey, and we're excited for it here. It's a 5.5 furlongs on the Tapeta, and we're going to drill that into you all day because
it makes a
difference.
That's
very, very significant. We've got a clean slate here. Everybody's at the party, and I could have brought up, and I could have made Bob work for about 5 videos on Hope and Him. We're just going to show the April 16th video. And I think it's twofold, though. And watch the start. I tongue-in-cheek said it, but he's the golden soul of the Tapeta. They break. He's 3 lengths in front.
Yeah, it's so impressive because
crazy fast.
He's just like a quarter horse from the gate.
Exactly.
I mean, it's really fun to watch him just in general as just an athlete because that's what he is. He's a pure athlete.
So here's the start and the immediate start where he's clear. But now we're going to go here. And don't forget, all these races are 5 furlongs.
Exactly.
He's getting late.
That's fair. But he's also 5 for 9.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely blasted the field off the feet. Barry Croft has done a phenomenal job. We like Barry. We always root for this horse. I just feel like the 5.5 is going to be problematic.
Okay,
yeah.
and that's fair. And the horse that you have on top, I think, is the one that can run him down.
Yeah, because no one is going to run with Hope in Him early. We know that, but there's a lot of other speed in here that are going to chase the heck out of him, and I think that might hurt him either. And then here you got Wara, gets the tightener out of the way for Ronaldo Richards last time. We're second off the layoff. We've got enough tactical speed to keep everybody in our sights.
Exactly.
I think he's a big, big problem for Hope in Him in that last
and drawn to the outside, so that helps.
Yeah. XY Speed is interesting too because I'm kind of race flowing it here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm stalker closers. XY Speed's never tried the Tapeta, but he's got a running style that should pick up a lot of pieces today.
Yeah, he could. And the thing is, since his hiatus back from October to March, he's been pretty consistent.
I agree.
And
Mike Lerman's done a good job.
Yeah, he really has. But the Tapeta is a kind of I don't know. I worry about that.
It's a huge question mark.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
But there are a few in this race that it's the same exact way. So a lot of them are in the same boat.
How about Danny Hertak trying to pretty much do exactly what he did last week with the carry back and blow it up here? He claims no-name dude last time for 50. That's a big number, by the way. Danny does not claim for 50. Yep. He's kind of interesting in here.
I think he is too. Now, I get it. He's 3 years old, and this is a very deep group
Big ask.
of 3-year-olds. But listen, with lightning tones in the carry back, it was the same thing. He's drawn very well for this spot here today. So this horse closes.
Yeah, he's going to pass a few in here. How many, I don't know, but he'll be running a little bit. So food for, and it'll be a giant price too.
Huge.
That's the other thing. So fun renewal of the Humphrey. Race 9 is not easy. We scratched the 2 Almanzo, so no long shot for me today. Mile and 70 on the Tapeta, 4 and up in here. Starter optional claimer, and you are on Uno Tiger. On it was formerly with Kathleen, but.
Yes. I think this horse is just coming out of such a tough race, that Soldier's Dancer.
Yep.
So I just am hoping that the little bit of relief there can help this horse. The thing about this horse, though, is he didn't show much speed last time.
No, he seems to have lost it a little bit.
Exactly, and he might be behind the 8 ball here.
Yeah, he is 4 for 9 on the Tapeta, and I do think that's his preferred surface. They're probably going to bet him pretty good in here. Now, Cashier Check scratched out yesterday to run in here. Victor Barboza Jr. left his stablemate in. Angel Morales get a little bit of a weight allowance here. He's a major player as well.
Yeah, he is, and I like Cashier's Check a lot. Also, now we're talking about the Soldier's Dancer race. I just looked about who came out of that race. Merlin finished way back and won yesterday.
Yeah.
And then, interestingly enough, a horse that finished behind Merlin won at Tampa yesterday.
Okay.
So
Merlin was good yesterday.
Yeah, Merlin was very good. So that could be, the Soldier's Dancer could be a pretty fruitful race here. And Cashier Check ran fourth, beat Merlin.
Yeah, beat Merlin. The last thing we'll add here, and my long shot, I already mentioned, Almanzo's out. He was the controlling speed of this race, too, and that's why.
I guess Swashbuckle now?
I guess
the 4
so.
looks like the controlling speed, so.
Yeah, you would think so, but now I think that things get muddled even more now, and Swashbuckle, yeah, you're right, he should be going here off that sprint last time and the route speed that he showed. So nine of them for you today. It's a really fun card.
It is, yeah.
As well, with a couple of really good races. Of course, the Humphrey as well. Let's take a look at the lightning round. We already hit on a few of these things already, but we want to remind you, starting off in race number 2, and again, that's going to be a celebratory retirement for our buddy Edgar Prado. We know him so well down here in South Florida, a Hall of Fame jockey. Here he is there, of course, winning the 2006 Kentucky Derby with Barbaro. So we want to wish him one heck of a happy retirement. One of the good guys down here. That is race 2, and then Samantha mentioned it already. Race 6 is the Bill Kaplan Memorial and the celebration of Bill's tremendous career as South Florida trainer. Here's Musical Romance poking through down on the inside, 2011 in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint. Bill trained her, owned her, bought her, and all that good stuff. She earned 1.6, and he sold her for 1.6. So this was a long-time horseman that had kind of a penchant for and there you see him there, kind of had a penchant for going low and picking out some really nice horses, none more so than Musical Romance. Maybe you remember her? She was good.
Well, I remember her now because of everything we've been talking about Bill for a while now. So, and I think that there was another horse, maybe Rob Falcone trained that Musical Romance.
He did.
He looked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were at Pimlico, I believe, but sadly, when we remember Bill's passing, Musical Romance actually ran here. I think it was in May, but
that's right.
Didn't win. I think she was second or third.
But
anywho, yeah, she was a really, really cool horse that we knew so well down here. Your best bet today?
I believe it is, High Press, Sandino Hernandez.
There you go. Looking for 3 for 3 on the stat. I'm trying to double up with Cajun's Magic in race number 6 at 9-2. I'll take that. I don't know about that, but I'm hoping to get him loose there. That 6th race, that handicap is a really, really good one. No long shot for me, so I'll give it back to you.
Captain Anthony.
Okay.
I don't think I'll get that price, but
okay.
We'll see.
There you go. 5-1 on Captain Anthony. What do we call it?
An average shot.
An average shot.
An average shot.
An average shot. And last, but certainly not least, we already hit at it, but we'll show it to you now. Dean Delivers was just Mike Yates and the team. Boy, so impressive yesterday because look at these splits. And he just absolutely ran Todofino off his feet. Hey, we got to give Big and Classy a shout here because the 6-race winning streak was broken, but we watched it in the winner's circle. He showed up. I think that was pretty cool.
It was very, very cool. And you run that horse 7 furlongs.
Yeah.
He's going to, we talked to Bobby D after the race, and he's run the horse so many times, and he's run him everywhere, and he's just big and classy.
Bobby D was very confident in the Benny the Bull. He will turn the tables.
Ready,
I don't know if we're going to see Dean Delivers in the Benny the Bull. We'd love to see him here, but I don't know. That might be onward and upward. Speaking of upward, Pete's upstairs. Scratches and changes. We'll be back for the opener here in a little bit. We're happy to have you aboard. Happy holiday weekend to everybody. Thank you.